Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, by Carol Dweck. Dweck is a renowned psychologist, professor at Stanford University, and an expert in motivation and personality psychology. The core idea of this book is growth mindset. Compared to our conventional fixed mindset, growth mindset has its unique strengths. The book also talks about how we can cultivate growth mindset. Since its publication, it has received wide acclaim, remaining on the Amazon bestseller list in psychology for 10 consecutive years. This demonstrates its significant influence in the field of psychology. Let's look at the first question: what are the differences between growth mindset and fixed mindset? Fixed mindset, as the name implies, believes that human intelligence and abilities are fixed and stable. If someone is not gifted in IQ, EQ, or talents, he is doomed to be a failure. Growth mindset is the opposite. It believes human intelligence and abilities are malleable. With learning and practice, anyone can make great progress. This difference can be shown in a simple experiment. In the experiment, researchers gave two options to a group of 4-year-old children. One was playing familiar simple puzzles, the other was trying new challenging puzzles. It turned out some children always chose the simple familiar puzzles, while others were happy to try the new difficult ones. The former held fixed mindsets. They feared failure and just wanted to prove they were smart. The latter possessed growth mindsets. They didn't care about success or failure. What they desired was to learn new knowledge and skills. When facing setbacks, people with different mindsets also react very differently. Those with fixed mindsets see a failure as denying their abilities, even defining themselves as losers. Failure is something extremely horrifying to them. Therefore, they avoid challenges that may expose their weaknesses. People with growth mindsets see failure as opportunities to learn. Although failure makes them frustrated, they care more about drawing lessons from the experience so that they can progress continuously. So with two contrasting mindsets, what influences will they have on our work, life, and interpersonal relationships? This is the second question we are going to explore. In the business field, leaders with fixed mindsets see the company as a stage to showcase their capabilities. Employees are either born capable or mediocre. What they care about is always their status and reputation, not the growth of employees. Leaders with growth mindsets believe every employee has the potential to grow. So they spend time cultivating employees and listening to their ideas, allowing each of them to shine. Take Jack Welch, CEO of General Electric, for example. He often communicated with frontline employees directly and learned from them. Under his leadership, GE's business value increased by 30 times. Regarding interpersonal relationships, people with fixed mindsets tend to have unrealistic fantasies about romance. They believe true love should last long without effort. So when problems crop up, they always blame their partner, causing rapid deterioration of the relationship. Those with growth mindsets understand love needs joint endeavor from both sides. When issues arise, they try to communicate and compromise so as to sustain long-term relationships. Lastly, let's look at the education field. When children succeed, parents and teachers tend to say things like, "You are awesome," or "You are so smart." This leads kids to develop fixed mindsets that merely focus on their sense of superiority. If changing to praising their efforts and strategies, like, "You've made great efforts," or "You used a very good method," children will emphasize process and learning, hence forming growth mindsets. This benefits their growth tremendously. When children encounter setbacks, parents with growth mindsets will also seize the opportunity to help them learn from failure, instead of just comforting them. So growth mindset is so important. How can we transform from fixed mindsets to growth mindsets? This is the key topic of the third part of the book. First, we should identify the so-called false growth mindset. For instance, overestimating one's own merits, regarding one's open-mindedness as growth mindset, or misinterpreting others' flattery as having growth mindset. To achieve this, we need profound self-examination and understanding. Second, clearly recognize various manifestations of fixed mindsets, such as superior feeling, denying reality, being irritable, etc. When realizing this, we can intervene and change our mindsets in time. Finally, we have to bring about the transformation of mindset models through persistent training. We need to follow several steps. Step 1. Accept our fixed mindsets. They are part of our thinking and we should admit this fact first. Step 2. Observe when and what triggers our fixed mindsets. For example, when facing setbacks. Step 3. Give a name to our fixed mindset pattern. We will have a clear awareness whenever it shows up. Step 4. Train ourselves to think in growth mindset patterns, like considering how to improve ourselves after losing a job. Step 5. Persist in this kind of thinking training to really make it a habitual mindset. As long as we keep practicing, we can definitely transform from fixed to growth mindset, because after all, nurture plays a huge role in shaping us. As Sigmund Freud said, anatomically speaking, the human brain is not fully developed at birth. Experiences and learning are the key to molding our brains. I hope this book, Mindset, can enlighten us and help us make continuous progress in life. If you also want to learn its ideas, I recommend buying the original book. I believe it will become a precious one on your bookshelf. That's all for today's sharing. Thank you for watching. Welcome to subscribe to my channel and explore more wisdom from great books together. See you next time.